really quickly, guys, please feel free to write whatever questions that you may have in the chat. Obviously, we want to answer as many as possible. I have some collected that I've gotten throughout the week as well, so we can start with some of those and some updates. But the biggest thing and most important thing is that we're giving, a good information for people to then use to be able to learn more about the project and make sure that they get questions answered, since, there's a lot of questions that we get on a consistent basis. So we want to make sure that good answers are coming out and good information is getting out there. We appreciate everyone joining. And as I did mention, please feel free to ask any questions that you have in the chat. And if for whatever reason we can't answer a specific question, we'll let you know as well. So good morning, John.
Good morning.
I know we have some a couple pretty I guess you could say significant updates coming. Maybe we can start off by talking a little bit more about some updates with MeterSwap and a little bit more of what's going on there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, actually, let me just give them like overview of the updates. So like during the last week, we've been working on a couple of fronts. One is we're like fixing some of the issues in the existing node software. For example, people experiencing the validator experiencing sometimes there's like random in jails, and sometimes like they're missing proposers. So we're fixing those issues, and also we are creating like a major upgrade for the network, which include, for example, upgrading the EVM to the most recent Istanbul, things like that. And also, like we were working on the people probably know the graph integration. So the good news is the graph integration is finally working now, and we actually have all the technical kinks for the MeterSwap launch like sort of ironed out already. Right now, it's mainly focusing on creating the suitable and sustainable like staking model for the MeterSwap launch. So what we're planning to do is it's gonna be like a vesting type of approach for the liquidity mining. So, and also it's gonna use like NFT based smart wallet for the liquidity mining. So if you participated in the previous like liquidity mining in some of the other projects, you probably know like in liquidity mining, you will need to typically like stake your LP token into a pool, into a contract created by the project. But there's a couple of issues. One issue is there's a security issue. So because the project owner typically have the admin rights to the staking contract. And if there's a malicious intent where like there's a leak of security keys, your LP token may get stolen. And also there's an issue that if the user participated in one liquidity mining program, because the LP token is already staked in that program, it's not possible for him to participate in another program. So the new staking design we're having is each user will have its own NFT-based wallet. It's a smart wallet, and the user will just save his LP token into that wallet. And that wallet can subscribe to multiple liquidity mining programs. So this gives enhanced security and also can maximize the user's potential liquidity mining income. So that's the staking contract we're currently working on. And once it's finished, I think we'll be ready to launch MeterSwap. Oh, the other thing is for the design of the staking contract, we're thinking to have like a gradual vesting type of thing. For example, if you just stake one day and then withdraw, you will only get like 10% of what you could theoretically earn. But if you stake long enough, for example, we'll give like 10% every week. So at the end of 10 weeks or even longer, you will get all the liquidity mining rewards that you deserve. So that encourage user to have a longer term behavior and will make the liquidity mining, especially for the swap token itself, to be more sustainable. Oh, by the way, based on the voting during the last week and during the weekend, it seems like Vault Swap is going to be the name for the upcoming swap. Yeah, so we will also need to design the logos and like UIs for it, things like that. Yeah, so we're looking at probably, I would say 2 to 3 weeks for the launch with all these adjustments needed. Yeah. Yeah, there's Tony has a question regarding to like the new partnership. It's not a top 100 project yet because that project is not launched yet, but it's one of the top name projects. You will soon know. Like we are working on the press release right now. I would say like you will know towards the end of the week or like early next week.
Yeah, and it's guys, so the interesting thing about asking about, if it's top 100, or let's think about it this way, if it's 110th or if it's 90th, does it really make a difference in the long run? It's more about what value are we going to be bringing them, and what value do they bring into the overall space of just the kind of crypto marketplace and where we are right now. And what we can say about this partnership is they are going to be providing an extremely valuable, the value prop that they bring to the table. You can't go into too many details, so I got to be careful about how I answer it. But the value prop that they bring to the table in a space that it's very, very needed, even though they haven't been released yet, it's going to be a substantial relationship that should add a lot of value to what we're trying to accomplish with Passport, and with what their needs are when it comes to once again, I can't go into too many details, but
yeah, I mean, like we can say it's actually related to one of the top 10 projects.
Sure,
exactly. I have to say that. Yeah.
There we go. Exactly. They're dealing and doing a lot of business, and they're going to be a major, major contributing factor to a top 10 project. That's exactly the best way to look at it. So we could just kind of leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah, like we're looking at launching Vault Swap in 3-week time frame. With all the adjustment in staking contracts and UI I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and just so, because I know we've gotten a lot of questions regarding marketing that's going to be leading up to both of these things. Obviously, we have a ton of different marketing aspects that we're working on, whether it be on the influencer side, or articles being written, or hashing out different details associated with making sure that everything that's getting out is going to be looking towards the future, understanding what's able to be accomplished, what's going to come from it as well, all the different aspects that are going to go into kind of what's to come down the line. Remember, both of these things are not the only things that we're working on. So there's a lot of implementation that's going to come after the fact, that's going to be integrating a lot of other parts of what we are working on as well. And we'll get more into that as the time comes. But yeah, we're looking within the next kind of 3 weeks is a great timeline. Be a lot of good stuff that you guys will be able to see firsthand in that timeline. Yeah,
and also like we are looking at probably like because right now like we have a pancake pool on BSC that's like expiring soon. So we're looking at deploy like a similar contract on BSC, or like working with another project for like continue the liquidity mining program on BSC. So if people have some like concern about that, yeah.
Perfect.
Regarding to the exact airdrop design, so we're still designing it. So right now the thinking is to have like a user who have previously, obviously we have like a cutoff date that I mean like no one can cheat at this moment, like for sure. So we'll have like a cutoff date that like defined that's already passed, and then we will like target airdrop to like contributors in the meter ecosystem. And also the other target is to attract more like external communities to meter as well. So we'll target some of the communities that will closely work with us, things like that. Yeah. But the exact design is not finalized yet.
Cool.
Yeah.
I know that.
You guys have any, like the community have any suggestions, feel free to let us know or like post it on the forum, things like that. So one of the things that we're currently thinking, and also I've been discussing with Chris as well, is to in order to like incentivize influencers to work with us, we may have some like special like KPI based airdrop to some influencers as well.
Yeah, and through that, I know obviously we've been waiting to make a bigger marketing push because of some of those different factors. That is definitely a contributing factor, is wanting to get at the right type of people involved, wanting to get the right type of groups or influencers promoting the situation, and we are right now working with some pretty prominent people that you've definitely heard of, and some management groups that are going to be able to help. And just so everybody knows, they're very excited. Obviously, we've been able to talk with them about some of the things that, because we're going to have a contract with them and things of that nature where they can't disclose it. They're very excited about what's to come, which gives the rest of the team a good indicator that there's a lot of reasons to be excited, and it's not just us on the back end giving ourselves high fives all day about how excited we are, but other people are definitely excited as well. So it's all good.
I guess one thing I'll have to stress is the vault swap is going to be like a completely community driven project. It's basically like we are not going to have any dev shares or anything. Like we will just like donate this to the community, and all the tokens will be distributed to the community as well, either through like liquidity mining or through airdrops or like through like future different programs. Yeah, but like the token holders, the vault swap token holders will have a say in like how to use these tokens in the future, and this will be like going through the governance process, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. And Sean, can you actually touch on an important point? Because I know to me, it didn't necessarily make sense right off the bat until I spent some time thinking about it and asking you questions. But I would love to hear you talk a little bit about how Volt Swap is going to bring a lot of value to the meter, just kind of ecosystem, and really help, and maybe cover the different ways that it's going to help the MTRG governance token as well, as far as making it more valuable, just in term, not necessarily, we're not talking price because we're not here giving financial advice to people, but in terms of just the overall value that the governance token can bring, as well as the project as a whole.
Yeah, sure. Like the meter swap, I mean, like, oh, actually, it should be vault swap. The vault swap token is actually going to be like a showcase of the capability of the meter network. So right now we're looking at is like there are three major selling points. The first selling point is going to be like front running resistant. So like if you are a user of Uniswap or like PancakeSwap, you probably notice like whenever there's a big buyer, you always see like bot trying to like sandwich the transaction, put like a big buy order before the user buys, and then sell immediately after the user buys. So the user may end up losing like money right at the spot. So this is the typical like a front running type of bot on Ethereum. But because of the design of the meter network, right now we're using like a fixed gas price. It's like 500 GWh type of thing. And we do not rank transactions based on the gas price. So like fundamentally, this will avoid the front running problem on Ethereum. And because the meter has a lot of processing powers, so it should be able to handle all the transactions. The other enhancement is the NFT-based smart wallet I was talking about. And finally, because we have the Meter Passport infrastructure, it will be like a perfect position for like a cross-chain trading and cross-chain arbitraging. So we will put some of the cross-chain asset in the initial pairs. For example, you will see like the USDT from Ethereum trading with like a BUSD from BSC, that type of token trading pairs on MeterSwap. I mean on VaultSwap. So all these will be able to showcase the capability of the Meter network. As for the MTRG tokens, you will notice like the initial trading pairs will have many trading pairs against the MTRG. So like this give MTRG token holders an opportunity to like mine the VaultSwap token. For example, there will be like MTRG to ETH, MTRG to like USDT, MTRG to like other tokens. We're still gathering lists. Let's say, for example, MTRG to like Compound, Chainlink, that type of like opportunities. So if you are a token holder of both tokens, you can like use both of them to like mine the new tokens. And also give an opportunity for like people from other community to get exposure to the MTRG tokens as well. Give an incentive for them to get exposure to MTRG tokens. So that's the like positive factors for the MTRG tokens, I would say. It's going to be very similar to like the Ethereum trading pairs on like Uniswap and the big BNB trading pairs on PancakeSwap. Similar kind of logic. So a lot of MTRG tokens will be used in the liquidity mining and be able to earn a yield.
All right. And as far as the timeline, whether it be the release of the swap, whether it be
Yeah, obviously the swap and airdrop will, I mean, happen. They will launch at the same time, right? So yeah, I would say they will happen this month. And also we're like releasing a new version of the Meter network nodes. Like I would say in 1 to 2 week timeframes. Yeah.
right. All
I
right.
know like last week there were a lot of people participated in the voting for the name of the Meter swap, and now it's the VaultSwap. There is currently still an active voting for the meme contest. So I would encourage people to like vote on that as well to show like the community's interest to get like more vibes into our community and more partnerships into the community.
All right. If we don't have a ton more questions, and I think we should be good, relatively quick and easy office hours and updates. Obviously, we have a lot of things going on. We're not going to cover everything in these office hours. Mostly, it will be the most time sensitive and pertinent things to pertaining to the updates that are coming, or next things to be released with the project, or common questions that we're getting surrounding either of those things. So either way. We want to say, thank you for everybody that did come and participate. Obviously, we're recording all of this, so it will be posted as well. So we can reference this to anybody that has any questions after the fact and would like to get them answered. We will be hosting this weekly, and we're gonna play around with date and time of when we want to do that. Obviously, the more engagement, the better. So whatever works best for the community as a whole, we'll try some different dates and times to really see what's going to work best. and then we'll kind of set a consistent date and time moving forward after that. But a lot of reasons to be excited right now, guys. The project is moving forward regardless, once again, of market conditions or anything that's going on in the rest of the crypto sphere. There's going to be ups and downs with that all the time. We're not going to stop progressing. We understand what goals that we have on the bigger picture, and what Meter is looking to accomplish as a business, as a project. And we're just going to keep growing. And these partnership announcements, these next iterations of the different value props that the project is bringing to the marketplace, they're going to keep coming. And even we know August is a big month for us, but we have a lot to look forward to this month. But even after that, we still have a larger roadmap to keep intact, and we know what work needs to get done to make it all happen. So thank you everyone for showing up and asking questions. Other than that, Shahan, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, that's all for me for today. So we will like play around the time to find something that's more like easier to get people to attend for the office hour. Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
We'll play around with dates and times. We'll make sure we find something that works best for everyone.
yeah. Thank you for your time. And
Thanks.
looking forward to chat next time. Bye.